And as the impeachment trial of President Trump drags into the Senate for a fourth day, One America News that is talked with Jordan Sekulow and others to hear what we should be expecting moving forward in all of this. One America's John Hines has more on that from Capitol Hill.
Jordan Sekulow is an attorney on the president's legal team engaged in defending the president against impeachment. He took time out from his preparations for the trial and stepped off the Senate floor to talk to One America News about, among other things, the fact that Adam Schiff lacks candor and that the subpoenas issued to the Trump administration by House Democrats do not have the force of law. Take a look.
The president made a statement in just days past that the House manager's case against him is essentially full of lies. I'm paraphrasing there. Is that accurate?
Adam Schiff, who was the lead House manager, the congressman at the time, the chair of the Intel Committee, but now he's Manager Schiff and he's the lead manager, is someone who's always had problems with the facts. You know, he's made up the account, the transcript. He made up his own version of the transcript and read it to the American people like it was the real one. He forgot that his staff, met with the whistleblower before the complaint was filed. So this is someone who's always had problems with getting all of the facts out and telling the full story. So what we've seen throughout in their videos, they say they need so many more witnesses, but we've seen a lot of witness videos, right? 17 witnesses. And in these videos, they're playing these very short clips of what they want the senators to hear and the American people. And oftentimes in the video, you'll actually see the person's mouth is still moving, or they haven't finished their complete thought. So you better believe when we begin, and we'll begin Saturday, but throughout our time, which we again could utilize, we haven't made those yet as much time as they have, which seems like they're going to use all of it, all 24 hours. We might utilize less, but we will be attacking. I don't call it rebutting, but more on the attack on how they have tried to mislead these senators.
I'm told that the subpoenas that the House issued are not legally binding subpoenas because the appropriate legislation to animate them was never passed. Talk about this foundational weakness in their case, and I'm assuming you guys are going to go after that.
Well, this is what's interesting because they've come after the White House team a lot for this. They started issuing subpoenas under impeachment inquiry before the House had voted to open up an impeachment inquiry. They decided to open an impeachment inquiry, or try to, by hosting a press conference. And that's not acceptable. In the cases of the two presidents who've actually been impeached as well in the House, there was always an initial vote to open the impeachment inquiry that then empowered the House. What was interesting, and what, again, you're not going to hear, and you haven't heard.
You don't hear it anywhere.
No, from Manager Schiff, is that they started issuing subpoenas. White House says, wait, you did this, you haven't voted. Finally, they did vote. Did they reissue the subpoenas? No. Why not? And why don't they want to fight these in court?
So the president was in his rights to ignore them.
We believe so.
Are the House managers gaining any traction? Are they able to be persuasive with the evidence they've presented so far?
It's tough to, some senators are obviously going to be easier to judge than others. They're more outspoken. Even right there on the floor, you can hear them talking. And I know when this started, during the rules debate, and when Manager Nadler said that if they didn't vote for that rule change that they wanted, or an amendment that they wanted to the rule, that they were somehow treacherous. Okay, that rubs basically all of them the wrong way, at least on the Republican side of the aisle. And I'm talking, from the most moderate to the most conservative. You don't, calling people treacherous. And I would hope that actually upset a lot of Democrats too. Our opening statement starts on Saturday. That's the first time the president's had actual due process orally. We got to submit our briefs. That was our first step in due process. This is the second step, and the one that is more likely to get attention from the senators as well as the American people, which is the statements they're hearing right before their eyes.
John Hines, One America News, Capitol Hill.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.